Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Advocate. Thank you for coming back to my channel. As you guys can tell from the title of the video, I'm going to show you guys the 5 best supercars in GTA 5 Online. I posted a video about this, I believe last month in the month of March. I'm pretty much doing a video like this every month, so this is like a part 3. And this is pretty much just 5 supercars that you should have in your garage. And before we get this video started, can you guys please leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel, as I do post GTA 5 videos daily as we are on the road to 900 subscribers. And without further ado, let's get to this video. And starting with number 5, guys, we have the GTP Custom. The GTP Custom was added in the lowrider update, I believe one of the drip feed vehicles. And the GTP is about $1.2 million. And to make it a custom, I believe it's like maybe 400 or 500 grand. So the GTP Custom isn't a terrible looking car. I mean, it's okay looking. Not one of my favorites, honestly, but I don't think it's a terrible looking car. However, the performance does make up for its looks, and since it is a Benny's vehicle, this car does have a lot of customization. And leave a like if you guys think that GTA 5 or Rockstar, they should add more supercars to Benny's. You know, they did kind of overdo their stay because they kept adding so many like useless cars to Benny's, and that no one, ever asked for, like the minivan and stuff like that. However, like supercars, it is pretty fun because everyone drives supercars, and I don't think anyone drives lowriders anymore. It was cool at the time, but it really overdid its stay for real. So according to my speed test, the GTP Custom, it was number 10. And I just want to clarify real fast about like my speed tests and how I rank these vehicles. So I race these cars in a distance about a little over half a mile. And I do that because I'm not the biggest racer. I don't play GTA 5, like for races. I simply I play GTA 5 every day. I play a lot, don't get me wrong, but I play free mode. I don't really race. And I believe when you're driving, especially like in free mode, I don't think, you go too much, like, you really only go like half a mile or so before you like run into something, or before you take a stop and you stop and go. That's why I race these cars distance over half a mile, from one end to the airport to the other. I feel like that distance is the perfect distance to like test these cars. I just want to clarify that because some people do get kind of confused about my like rankings. I do believe the 811, according to my speed test, from one end to the airport to the other, it ranks like 7th fastest, but I believe it does have the highest top speed. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I just want to let you guys know that's why I have my speed test being so short, is because when you're playing, in free mode from Los Santos, you're stopping and going so often. You're not really driving more than a mile, in a straight line before you run into something. So I just feel like, in my opinion, that's the best way to rank a vehicle. Tell me if I'm wrong below in the comments, but that's just how I feel. But anyway, the GTP, like I said, it was number 10 according to my speed test. So it's not a terrible car. It's definitely up there, and the car does handle really, really well. And the GTP Custom, it is fairly cheap. It's like after you make it a custom, it might be like 1.7 million, so a little bit under 2 million. I mean, that's not really cheap, but compared to the cars that are up this list, it's cheap. So this is not a terrible car, but I feel like the deal breaker on this vehicle is definitely the looks. Just in my opinion, I just don't think this car is just the best looking. I believe you can just get something better, but if you guys like the way the car looks, this could be a car for you. And with number 4, guys, we have the Emirates. The Emirates was added in the Diamond Casino update, one of the drip feed vehicles, and this vehicle is really, really expensive, almost $3 million. And the looks on this car, in my opinion, I do think this car is really, really ugly. I made a video about the 5 ugliest supercars, and this car was on the list, and I had it ranked like number 2 or 3. And just in my opinion, I just think the Emirates is really, really ugly. I think it's ugly just because, like, I don't know, the front of it just gives it all away. Like, if this was a person, it would have buck teeth, and its name would probably be Billy. However, the Emirates is not a terrible car whatsoever. This car, according to my speed test, it ranks number 6. And this car's handling is really, really unmatched. It handles so well. This car handles like it's a race car. It really just grips the road, and you just feel like you have full control when you're driving it. And I really do like that about cars. If a car, even if it's not the fastest, as long as it handles well, that's really all I need. Like I said earlier, I'm not the biggest racer, as some people probably aren't either. So, when you're playing, like free mode, just riding around Los Santos, even the traffic, they're pretty much driving against you. Half the time, they're trying to swerve in your lane for no reason, with no turning signal. Like, who gave these NPCs their driver license? I really would like to know. However, I do have the Immerse being number 4, pretty much just by its looks. I know that's kind of, you know, ignorant, but this car is really good. It just looks really ugly in my opinion. Let me know if you guys agree with me or you guys think I'm wrong. This is a really good car if you're a racer and stuff, but I just think this car just looks so ugly, and this car is really expensive too, but it is one of the fastest cars. And it's $3 million, and it just does not look good. It's hideous. I'm gonna be honest, it's hideous. And starting with number 3, guys, we have the Nero Custom. The Nero Custom was added in the Lowriders update, and this vehicle is about $1.4 million. And the looks on this vehicle, in my opinion, this is one of the best looking cars in the game. I believe like top 5. I just think this vehicle just looks so beautiful. I think the way I have it customized is just so nice. Like, this car looks like a car that's like, I don't know, like a mod maybe. I don't know, maybe I'm just gassing it too much, but I do think this car looks really, really cool, and it's a Bugatti in real life. And I just love everything about the way this car looks, and there's just so many ways you can customize it because, you know, it's a Benny's car, and it just looks great. However, the Nero's Custom performance isn't terrible. It's like mediocre. According to my speed test, the Nero Custom ranked the 11th fastest supercar. So that's not terrible, but, you know, this car isn't too expensive either. So in my opinion, you know, it's one of the best supercars you can get for your money. You know, after making the custom, it'd be right, you know, around under $2 million. And the Nero Custom is the Bugatti. So it's always nice driving a car, you know, that is an actual car in real life. I don't know, maybe I'm just weird like that, but I do like driving cars that are like actual cars. I just think that's really cool. So yeah, I have this car right at number 3, and being the, you know, one of the best supercars you can get, simply because just the way it looks. And I know it's subjective, but that's just how I feel. I think this car looks great, and there's just so many ways you can customize it. You know, there's just so many ways. And this car, you know, it's 11th fastest, so that's not terrible. It's mediocre, and you know, it's right around under 2 million before, you know, upgrades. After you upgrade it, probably right around 2 million. But yeah, this car right at number 3, and I stand pretty strong behind that. And starting with number 2, guys, we have the Devesti 8. The Devesti 8 was added in the Arena War update, and this vehicle is about $1.8 million. And the first looks on this car, it's not I don't know. I made a video about this I made a video about the 5 ugliest supercars, and I did put this car, you know, I think at number 5, but I don't know, this vehicle is just starting to grow on me. Like, this vehicle is so ugly, I'm starting to like it and think it's, I don't know, good. I don't know, it's weird, but this car just looks so different. And don't get me wrong, this car is ugly, it's super long, but in the same way, I just think it looks good at the same time. Let me know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Like, you guys ever seen like a dog or an animal that is so ugly, it's for some reason cute? That's how I feel about the Devesti 8. However, the Devesti 8 performance is amazing. According to my speed test, the Devesti 8 is the 5th fastest supercar in the game. And this vehicle is, you know, right around under $2 million. So that's also a big plus. You don't really find a car, you know, being a top tier around under 2 million. The Devesti 8's handling is really, really nice too. It's kind of like the Immerse. You really feel like you have full control when you're driving it. It really just grips the road really nicely. And I think the back of this vehicle is probably one of the best backs, you know, you can get. It's like a jet engine, and I just think it looks really neat. But yeah, I have the Devesti 8 being at number 2. Pretty much just the performance is really good, and I don't know, the looks, it just, I don't know, I just have really mixed feelings about this vehicle. Like, it's ugly, don't get me wrong, but at the same way, it's still good looking. I don't know, it's weird, I'm weird, but yeah, this car is pretty good, and if you guys have the money, I'd probably get this car for sure. And starting with number 1, guys, I have the Krieger. The Krieger was added in the Diamond Casino update, one of the drip feed vehicles, and I had this vehicle on my last list, I believe, for being, you know, one of the best supercars, but I'm pretty much doing it again now because, as you can see, this vehicle is on sale. It's almost $1 million cheaper, and the Krieger is a really, really good car, honestly. And the looks on this car, I do think it looks pretty cool. At first, you know, I had mixed feelings about it, but then, you know, I kind of customized it a little bit different, and I do think this car looks really, really nice. According to my speed test I took, the Krieger is the 4th fastest in the game, you know, beating the Devesti 8 just by a little bit. But this vehicle is super fast, and the handling is great. I would sell all these cars just to get this vehicle. This vehicle is really, really good, guys. I would definitely get your hands on this car. Take advantage of the sale. It's $2 million, you know, one of the best supercars in the game. And it's just such a great vehicle, and it has pretty good customization as well. But, you know, it's just one of my favorite cars to drive. Like, it just drives like no other. And there you guys have it, guys. The 5 best supercars in GTA 5 Online. Let me know how you guys feel about this list. Like I said, this is a part 3. Let me know what your guys' favorite car is out of this list. Mine is probably the, hate to say it, but it's probably the Vesti 8. I don't know why, but it is, and I just said it. But yeah, let me know what your guys' favorite car is out of this list. And I just want to say thank you guys for all the support you guys leaving on my channel. We hit 800 subscribers, I believe, on Tuesday, and as I'm recording this video, it is Friday, and we're already at like 860 something subscribers. So we're gaining like 20 subscribers a day, and that's literally insane. I just want to say thank you guys for all the support, and if you guys haven't, can you guys please leave a like on this, excuse me, leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel, as I do post GTA 5 videos daily. And without further ado, my name's Advocate. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.